Do you think space is all beautiful nebulae and starry romance? Forget it. Out there are planets where you would die in seconds by the most horrifying deaths imaginable. Planets where it rains molten glass, where oceans are made of lava, where temperatures are higher than on the surface of the sun. Today, I'll show you 6 of the most nightmarish worlds in the universe and explain exactly how you would die on each one. Get ready. It's going to be brutal. HD 189733b, the planet of glass rain. Let's start with a planet that looks like a blue sapphire from space. This is HD 189733b, 63 light-years away from us, and it's the most terrifying place you can imagine. The surface temperature is 900 degrees Celsius, but that's not the main problem. The real problem is the wind, 7,000 kilometers per hour. That's 7 times the speed of sound. Imagine a hurricane moving like a fighter jet. And now the fun part. It rains molten glass here, not water droplets. Glass. Silicate particles flying horizontally at bullet speed. Because the wind is so fast, the rain doesn't fall down. It blasts straight into your face like shrapnel. Now imagine you land here. In the first second, the wind rips your spacesuit off you, just tears it away like paper. In the second, you're sliced into thousands of pieces by glass shards, each one moving faster than a bullet. At the same time, 900 degrees incinerate whatever is left. Time to death? 1 to 2 seconds at most. You won't even have time to realize what's happening. Just a flash of pain, and that's it. This is a planet where the sky kills you faster than you can take a breath. A beautiful blue pearl of space, a deadly trap. Think it can't get worse? Oh, we're just getting started. The next planet is literal hell. Corot 7b, the planet of lava oceans. Corot 7b is a planet where the concept of a solid surface simply doesn't exist, because the entire surface is one giant ocean of molten lava, several kilometers deep. This planet is tidally locked. One side always faces its star, with temperatures reaching 2,500 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to melt iron. The other side is locked in eternal darkness at minus 200 degrees. But we're interested in the day side, because that's where absolute madness happens. Imagine an ocean, but not of water, of molten rock. Lava boils, churns, evaporates into the atmosphere, and what evaporates condenses back down. Know what you get? Stone rain. Literal droplets of rock falling from the sky, melting again, evaporating again. Now you land here, or rather, you try to. There is no platform, no ground. Only boiling lava thousands of meters below. You fall into it and vaporize instantly. You don't burn. You don't drown. You evaporate. Nothing remains of you, not even ash. Time to death? An instant. Even nerve signals don't have time to reach the brain. You stop existing faster than you can realize it. But there is a place even worse, a place hotter than the sun. Kepler 70b, the planet that survived its star. Kepler 70b is a planet that should not exist, but it does, and it is the most extreme place in the known universe. Long ago, its star turned into a red giant and swallowed the planet completely. Kepler 70b ended up inside the star. Any normal planet would have evaporated in seconds, but this one survived. Now it orbits so close to the stellar remnant that it's even closer than Mercury is to our sun. The surface temperature is 7,000 degrees Celsius. That's hotter than the surface of the sun. At this temperature, nothing solid exists, nothing liquid, only plasma. The planet glows white from the heat, and now you materialize here. What happens? You don't even burn. You evaporate in nanoseconds, billionths of a second. Your body doesn't even have time to break down into molecules. Nothing remains of you, absolutely nothing. This isn't just death, it's total annihilation on a subatomic level. You stop existing so fast that physics itself barely registers your presence. A planet that survived the death of its star. A place hotter than hell, literally. But from instant death, we move to slow agony. The next planet is dying, and you will die with it. WASP-12b, the dying planet. WASP-12b is a planet in agony. It is slowly dying right now as we speak. And if you end up there, you will die with it. This planet orbits so close to its star that gravity is literally sucking the life out of it. 6 billion tons of mass every second. Its atmosphere is being pulled into space as a massive stream. Like blood from an open wound, the planet is distorted into an egg-like shape, stretched by tidal forces. The surface temperature is 2,200 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt any known metal. But the heat is the least of your problems. Imagine this. You materialize on the planet. The first thing you feel is the star's overwhelming pull. It drags you toward it with monstrous force. Your body begins to stretch. This is called spaghettification, the scientific term for being turned into noodles. The side of your body facing the star is pulled harder than the opposite side. The difference in gravitational force tears you apart. You feel your bones crack, muscles rip, skin split open. At the same time, 2,000 degrees burn you alive. A few seconds of absolute agony. You are stretched, torn apart, and incinerated all at once. This is a slow, torturous destruction. The planet will die over millions of years. You're luckier. You'll die in seconds. From light into absolute darkness. The next planet is the blackest place in the universe. TRES 2b, the darkest planet. TRES 2b is the darkest object ever discovered in the universe. It absorbs 99% of all light. Scientists still don't fully understand why it's so black. Some unknown substance in its atmosphere devours nearly all incoming light. The planet hangs in space like a hole in reality, almost invisible. The only thing you can barely see is a faint, dull red glow from the heat, because the temperature there is around 1,000 degrees Celsius. Imagine your worst nightmare, absolute darkness. Now add hellish heat. That's TRES 2b. You appear on the surface, and you see nothing, nothing at all. Your eyes are wide open, but your brain receives no visual signal, only a barely perceptible red glow somewhere in the distance, the planet itself glowing from heat, like a hot coal in total darkness. You don't know where up is or down, total disorientation. You try to move, and you fall, because you can't see the ground beneath your feet. Meanwhile, 1,000 degrees begins burning you alive. You feel the pain. Feel your skin ignite, your lungs scorched by superheated air. Panic, pain, and disorientation hit all at once. 1 or 2 minutes of torment in complete darkness. Then your body gives up. You die without ever seeing what killed you. And finally, a planet of temperature extremes, where death doesn't come instantly, but slowly and painfully. HD 80606b, the planet of temperature swings. This is a planet with the most insane orbit in the known universe. It travels along a stretched elliptical path, plunging dangerously close to its star, then flying far out into deep space. And its temperature changes from plus 500 to minus 200 degrees Celsius in just 6 hours. A 700-degree swing while you're asleep. This isn't just hot or cold. These are temperature swings so extreme they tear the planet's atmosphere apart. Supersonic winds roar at speeds exceeding the speed of sound. The entire planet is one massive hurricane that never stops. Now you're here. Let's say you arrive when the planet is far from its star, minus 200 degrees. You freeze. Your breath crystallizes in the air. Frost creeps across your skin. Your fingers go numb. You shake so violently your teeth chatter. Hypothermia sets in within minutes, but then the planet begins falling back toward its star, and the temperature skyrockets. Minus 100, 0. Plus 100, plus 300, in minutes. Your body can't adapt. Thermal shock rips cells apart. Blood vessels burst from the pressure difference. First you were freezing, now you're burning. Your skin reddens, then blackens. 10 to 15 minutes of agony, from icy cold to hellish heat. Your body is torn between extremes, unable to decide whether to freeze or burn. And in the end, it dies from both at once. The planet of temperature swings, a place where climate kills slowly and painfully. 6 planets, 6 ways to die the most horrifying deaths imaginable. Glass rain, lava oceans, temperatures hotter than the sun, gravity that tears you apart at the atomic level, absolute darkness, and thermal hell. Space is not the romantic star-filled fantasy from movies. It's an endless universe where billions of worlds are ready to kill you in 1,000 different ways. Earth is not just a home. It's a winning ticket in the cosmic lottery. One chance in trillions.